Kuzambo. I'm Sonam Norbu. I've been a teacher for 12 years, and right now I'm running VTOB Educational Solutions and Services. Now I have become an entrepreneur, and I'm trying to create an alternative for education in our society, so that children and parents have an option for education and have an alternative for education. So we are trying to complement and supplement the mainstream education through a lot of alternatives and through a lot of programs that we are trying to roll out. VTOB initially started on March 7th, 2020, after 3 Dzongkaks closed down their schools for COVID-19, and when the first case of COVID-19 was detected in the country. So what happened during that time was, when schools were closed and when children were kept home, we thought that as teachers it is our principal duty to come forward and try to give an alternative to education, so that we continue education even in the times of the pandemic. So that's how VTOB Foundation came into existence. And initially VTOB was known as Volunteer Teachers of Bhutan. So we came together, and we were very fortunate to receive the opportunity to create more than 600 video lessons, and it was broadcast through BBS, and we were also able to create self-instructional materials, which are textbooks and materials which are sent to the areas where BBS was unreachable. And we also were able to start the first formal online education, and this was how VTOB was interested, with the support from the Prime Minister's office and the Ministry of Education. And as we were going forward, and as the weight of the pandemic lightened, what happened was I wanted to continue the initiatives that VTOB was taking, because I believe that children and parents, as well as the mainstream education, will always have some advantage if we had some alternatives of education in the society. So that's how I wanted to start a service and solution provider in the society. So after that I resigned from my regular teaching job, because we as a formal civil servant cannot venture into private endeavors. So to give a gist of what we are now, right now VTOB Foundation is a community-based organization with Thimphu. However, we have a lot of enterprises inside VTOB Foundation, and I would like to call it as social enterprises. We have training institutes, one in Paro, one in Babisa, and one in Thimphu Chubachu. And we also have a multimedia firm. We also do consultancy. So right now what we are trying to do is, we want to be the first community-based organization or non-profit organization which is self-sustained. And along the line, our vision is to enhance educational engagements in the society. And as we were trying to realize our vision, another important vision and mission came out, which was to give our best in trying to solve the unemployment issue. That's why I'm very proud to say that as of now VTOB has 86 young graduates who are employed with us. Some are part-time, some are casual, and some are full-time. And we are very happy to say that we are very indeed very proud to provide a humble platform for young people to come and try their best and do their best and grow together in terms of delivering education, in terms of delivering programs to the society, in terms of what we believe is solving social issues. So VTOB, in a nutshell, is an organization which is run by young people who are using education as a tool to solve social problems. So at VTOB, anything that happens needs to solve a social problem. So we don't do any program, or we don't initiate any random program because it is needed, or it is there, or it is profitable. We venture into any program because there's a need in the society. So what we try to do is fill the gap. And to give an example is the special education need. Thimphu alone has a lot of children who are not able to access, or who are not privileged to get access to education or to be inclusive, even though government schools and private schools as well as some organizations are trying their best. So VTOB found that gap to be very fruitful and also engaging, and as well as very much important. So we are venturing into providing special education need programs. VTOB was initially instituted as a community-based organization and as an educational solution and service provider on March 7, 2021. And right now it is September 2022. And along this less than 2 years, we are very happy to say that we have grown, we have learned, and we have tried to evolve a lot. And as of now, We have a small institute in Paro called VTOB Institute, which also tries to cater the services that we are trying to do from Thimphu. And we have a small unit in Babisa as per the demand of the parents and the children. That location that is here in the town is quite far for them, so we try to listen to them and we try to accept their feedback, and we started a small unit or a branch called VTOB Institute of Science and Technology in Babisa. And that institute is not just because the parents were demanding or parents were suggesting that. We wanted to also have an institute which solely focuses on STEM, because we're trying to do whatever services that we try to do. We are trying to align with the national goals. We are trying to align with the national vision and mission of the Ministry of Education, as well as the larger goals of the nation. So small if I sum up the services that or the initiatives that VTOB is proud of in 5 initiatives. The first one is which is very old and which is very close to my heart also, is the 10 pages a day reading journey. So it is an online initiative which tries to encourage people to read at least 10 pages a day, and this was inspired by His Majesty's repeated mention of how reading is important, and how if a person reads at least 10 pages a day, how a person can complete a book in a month or 2 books in a month. So we have started that venture since 2020, and as of now we have more than 5,000 registered members. So through that program, what we try to do is we try to encourage children to read as well as adults to read. Moreover, we organize periodical online reading related competitions, and we try to motivate them through a lot of prizes also. And another running program that we do is the after school enrichment program that VTOB is very proud of. So this one is not to be mistaken with tuition. It is not tuition. It is an enrichment program whereby the organization tries to supplement and complement the mainstream education and give parents and children an alternative to learning. So at VTOB after school enrichment program, what VTOB tries to do is make learning fun, make learning easy, make learning free, and let children be crazy, let children be wild, and let children even ask the most stupid question. Because in schools, children are in a group and children are in the classrooms. So because of some peer pressure or because of some other circumstances, children are not so much encouraged to ask questions, because they are rather intimidated, or they rather feel that they might feel shy because their peers might laugh or something like that. And also at VTOB after school enrichment program, what we try to do is not make them sit for the exams. We try to focus on the competency based questions and competency based learning. So we try to ignite and we try to motivate the higher levels of learning. And we are very proud to say that we have services for all class levels. And as of now at the Thimphu Chubachu Center, we have PP to 12, and in Babisa we have PP to 12, but Babisa focuses more on science and technology, and in Paro also we have PP to 12. The other program that VTOB is very much happy and very much excited, and we always look at, is the VTOB Vacation Engagement and Skills Development Camp. It is a camp. In Thimphu, we try to do it as a day camp because of the logistics and everything. But in the near future, we are trying to take it to other Tsongkhaks where it will be a real camp where children will come and where children will spend the night there, where children will be taken through a lot of engagement programs, a lot of skill development, and to give some skills that we have provided in the last vacation was bakery, even tailoring, where children can learn to do some alterations in their pants or in their shirts or something like that. So we do baking, we do tailoring, we do English intensive courses, we do music, we do dancing, we even did yoga. So that's something that we look forward, and I'm very sad to say that the pandemic didn't make us fulfill all the programs, but we had more than 400 students who took part in the 2021 vacation camp. One very special program that VTOB is so much excited and so much happy about is the English and ICT programs for monks, nuns and adults. So we have delivered English for communication as well as basic ICT and intermediate ICT to monks, to adults, as well as a few nuns who have taken our service. And we also go to Drasangs and Shedras to deliver this ICT and English programs. And as of now, we have done that to more than 200 monks in campus as well as in their Shedras. So one special thing about this service is that we send the team to the Shedra itself to do the English and the ICT program. So that's one thing. And the adult one is very much familiar to us, but it is something that used to be called non-formal education, and it is still there. So this one we are really trying to focus on the homemakers, especially like, I'm not trying to be gender biased or something like that, but especially what happened in like Bhutan was like most of the women homemakers did not get the opportunity to do their education or to continue their school. So what we give is we create an opportunity where like these homemakers, any man or woman can come to our center and learn basic literacy, numeracy and ICT. And even if they are interested, they do Dzongkha also. But we had very few adults who are taking Dzongkha. But we have currently about 7 of them who are taking numeracy, literacy and ICT. So this is an opportunity we are trying to create for people who miss schools or people who were out of school because of some reasons or because of some unavoidable circumstances. Maybe not the last one, but like another service that we provide is quite new, even challenging, but we are very excited about it. That is the Special Educational Needs Program. And as of now, we are trying to do functional learning and STEAM. Here we have added STEAM because like in convention it is STEM, but we wanted to include art also. So that's why we have STEAM. So we are trying to provide functional learning and STEAM programs to special need children or people with disabilities or children with disabilities. And for now we are running 2 programs called Ability Enhancement Multimedia Program, which is organized by Bhutan Foundation and supported by AIMS India. So VTOB is implementing partner in that, and right now we have 17 special needs children who are taking up this course in 2 batches. And these multimedia courses are long term, and it has a beautiful aim. At the end of the 4-year like course, we are trying to look at children with disabilities who can set up their own multimedia firms, or who can be hired in some multimedia firms, or who can at least stand on their own and try to self-sustain themselves. So that's a special program that VTOB is doing. And other than that, VTOB does consultancy. We are helping with statement of purpose writing services also. We design curriculum. We try to provide a lot of other writing services. VTOB, like I told in the beginning, does a lot of services and provides a lot of solutions. And one key solution was initiated because I have been a teacher. When I was a teacher, it was quite difficult to procure a very good gadget myself. I could only like imagine, or I could only wish to have an iPhone or to have a MacBook in front of me. But owing to that wish, or owing to that circumstance of teachers, we started VTOB e-store, which is a teacher and student discount store for electronics, for technology and for learning gadgets. So as of now, I'm very happy to say that we have given this service to more than 1,500 teachers, which means that 1,500 classrooms have IT. And in this scheme, what we do is we provide a laptop, maybe for this instance, let's say it costs 70,000. So we give it on installment to teachers. So the teachers can pay it in 6 to 7 months. So this is something that I'm very happy to have initiated. It's quite difficult at times when it comes to rolling the budget and everything, but the impact or the happiness that I derive from is these laptops going to the classrooms. And so I've also like included teachers and as well as students, because like if the parents are willing to vouch for their child, they can come to VTOB and also avail the service. So this is a service which is quite different from the other electronic stores, and we are doing this only for educational purpose, and that's why we have a very specific target of teachers and students only. So our VTOB e-store is focused on teachers and students, and we call it Teachers and Students e-store, which is a discount store. VTOB, when it was instituted, did not start as a short-term project. I looked at VTOB at least going down the line for 10 years. And within the 10 years, what we see is VTOB as a center for providing educational solutions and services to the children of Bhutan. I'm mentioning Bhutan here on purpose because just like we are trying to initiate a small branch in Poro, we are trying to initiate a small branch in other Dzongkhaks too. For example, Phinseling might be our most probable next destination, because parents and children from Phinseling have been contacting us and trying to say that we need such services in Phinseling also. And I would also see other entrepreneurs or other like business people who are interested to venture into education to start in other Dzongkhaks, because in each Dzongkhak, if we had an educational solution and service provider, I think it will do a lot of good to complementing and supplementing the mainstream education. I always give this simple example whereby we say that if you don't like a chicken curry in one hotel, you have 101 other hotels to go and taste. But if you don't understand education, or if you want space for education, I think we seldom have service providers which provide education solutions and services to children. And I'm very happy that VTOB is well received by parents and children of Thimphu and Poro too, and also across the country, because we are also providing a little bit of online education, which is not on a big scale, but we will look at it as a future endeavor also. So I'm very thankful to the parents and the children and the general public for the trust and the confidence that they have in VTOB. So along the years, anything that they want to learn or anything additional that they want to do should be VTOB. That's why we say that we have something for everyone at VTOB. So anything to do with learning, VTOB is there. Anything to do with a service regarding education, VTOB is there. So that's something that VTOB is looking at. And in the end, I would like to really take this opportunity to thank all the teachers across the country who have been very pivotal point of VTOB's very foundation and the start of VTOB. During the initial start also, VTOB was well received by the teachers and it was supported. Also, I would like to thank the Minister of Education as well as the Prime Minister's Office for giving us this opportunity to grow and to look at education as something from a different angle apart from the Minister of Education.